What's up, Riders Nation? This is a video that I have been trying to avoid making. Cue the intro and let's get to it. The Riderz Nation YouTube channel is brought to you in part by the Bike Experience USA, a 501c3 nonprofit organization committed to helping disabled riders get back on motorcycles in a safe, controlled setting. Politics are dirty business that I guess is a necessary evil. I created a short a couple weeks ago when all this began. In this short, I made a statement for all of us not to be sheep. In my experience, a person is usually smart. People tend to be not so smart. Life moves fast for most people, and they do not have time to really research a topic before creating an opinion. And in the world of social media that we live in, once you have an opinion on something, most people feel like they need to share it with the rest of the world. What everybody should be asking themselves is this an educated opinion? Or did you read a headline and form an opinion? I saw multiple videos of the Harley tent at Sturgis and listened to the narrative that the tent was empty because Harley Davidson had gone woke and the community was boycotting. A video, like a picture, is a snapshot in time. Do any of us know what time this video was taken? What day this video was taken on? Do any of us know what else was going on at the time of the filming? Was there other big events? Does anybody know what Indian's tent looked like? Does anybody know what Tab Performance's tent looked like? Or anybody else's tent for that matter? Lots of people are accusing Harley Davidson of having an agenda. Has anybody thought about the people who have perpetuated this rumor and the fact that they may have an agenda also? And the rest of the sheep are unknowingly advancing their agenda. I don't know whether that's true or not. I do know that it's a possibility. Is it a possibility that Harley Davidson has gone full woke? I'm sure it is. Is it a possibility that one person chose to create the backlash against Harley Davidson for some reason or another? The rumor got legs and now the world is turned upside down? Yeah, I honestly think that is a possibility. Anybody remember the game of telephone when we were kids? This feels a little bit like the game of telephone. One person started the rumor. I'm not even going to talk about him. I don't even know who he is. I don't care who he is. He's a quote-unquote social influencer. Let me make something very clear for all of you that watch this video, whether it's 5 of you, or it's 5,000 of you, or it's 500,000 of you. I am not, nor will I ever be, a social influencer, or an influencer of any kind. You're not sheep. Don't act like sheep. No one should be influencing you. We're not kids. We're not millennials. Maybe some of you are, and it's okay if you are. But I'm Generation X, and most of you that ride Harleys are Generation X. We don't get influenced by other people. What is wrong with us? I am here to help you and give you an opinion. That's it. And no one should be able to quote-unquote influence you. That said influencer, he put out a post and people went crazy, and we started possibly playing the game telephone. No, not me. I'm not falling for that. Feels a lot like cancel culture. And I'm 100% against cancel culture. Don't like it. Don't like anything about it. No one's going to influence me to cancel anything or anyone. I'll do my own homework. I'll form my own opinion. And then I'll make my own decision. I'm not going to be influenced to do that. Somebody's not going to post a video saying Harley went woke. This has nothing to do with Harley. It really doesn't. It has to do with our society. This is the route that we're going. We're able to be influenced. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you couldn't influence anyone for anything. Everybody wanted to be independent thinkers. We should probably get back to that. Listening to someone else's opinion, considering someone else's opinion, it's a great idea. I love it. Being influenced? No. That sounds like we're sheep to me. And I'm anything but a sheep. And I also hope that you are anything but sheep. Harley Davidson absolutely has an agenda. The agenda is to make as much money as possible, as fast as possible. It's called capitalism, and we live in a capitalist society. Harley is a publicly owned company with a board of directors. How many of those board members do you think ride motorcycles? What they ride is their stock options, straight to the bank. All big companies are trying to cater to as many big groups in society as possible. Baby boomers are aging out. Gen X is next. Millennials are going to be their next base. And they are doing everything they can to bring them in. Need I say more than Livewire? I'm not here to tell you to be woke. I'm not here to tell you to fight woke. This video is here to report the news and give you some of my opinions. Do your homework and then form your own educated opinion. In my past career, I had to attend DEI training in 2017. That was 7 years ago. It was a 3-day training course, and I took some good things from it. And there were some things that I didn't agree with. But I attended, and I came out of the training with a better understanding of the subject. We need to learn how to be inclusive to everyone without being divisive to anyone. And I think we are far from that. Now let's get back to Harley being a money-making enterprise, shall we? Harley CEO, Jochen Zeitz, seems to be the lightning rod here. Do you know he spent most of his career at Puma, a sneaker company? He's not about motorcycles. He's about business. And if he makes too many business missteps, he'll be out of a job. And I do think that time may be coming soon. But he's not doing anything that all the other publicly traded companies aren't doing. Are you watching this video from your iPhone? Do you think Apple doesn't do DEI training? Are you watching this video from a desktop computer? Do you think Microsoft doesn't do this kind of training? And before you think about selling your Harley and buying an Indian, do you think Indian doesn't do this kind of training? They all do this kind of training, and I'm sure some of them do it because they really believe in it. But I'm also sure that some of them do it to cater to the largest crowd. I watched a podcast about Harley Davidson yesterday pertaining to DEI and also to them sending manufacturing overseas. I believe it was Thailand. Of course they're sending manufacturing overseas. Labor rates are cheaper. I'm sure you can cut production costs by 50, 60, 70, 80% by producing anything overseas as compared to producing it in the United States. Is this right? Probably not. Do I think Harley should be 100% made in America? Absolutely. But is this realistic? I don't think so. Not in today's day and age. It's just not realistic. These big companies are trying to save as much money and make as much money as humanly possible. My Harley Davidson apparel isn't made in the United States. I looked at a couple of my shirts yesterday. They're made in Honduras. Why? Labor rates, production costs. That's just the way the world is today. Ford and Chevrolet outsourced their production. They're both American companies. Nike outsources their production. Everybody does. Apple does. Microsoft does. Everybody does. Very little are built completely in the United States from American companies. Why? Labor rates, production costs. That's why. Do you fly an American flag at your house? Well, you better check where that flag was made, because most are not made in America. Look, here's my bottom line. We got one life to live. Live it. Do what makes you happy. If that's ripping your badging off your Harley, knock yourself out. If it's a full boycott against Harley, have at it. I love my Harleys. I love my Harley apparel. And in my opinion, you and I represent Harley. Not Yokon Zeitz, not the board of directors. They will all come and they will all go. At the end of the day, we will all still be here. We represent the culture, not a suit that writes memos or makes policies for the company. If Zeitz is wrong in this, he may find himself working for Tampax next year. But I will still own my Harley and fly my flag, no matter where it was made. It's called loyalty. Now, I'm fully aware not everyone is going to agree with me or my take on this, and that's okay. We don't all need to agree on everything. What we do need to do is respect each other's opinions. We are a lost society right now when it comes to social issues. And this is a social issue to most of us. But it's a business issue to Zeitz and the board of directors. And to Apple, Microsoft, Nike, Ford, Chevrolet, and all the other American companies that are trying to cater to the largest group of people as they can to make more money. So tell me where you stand on this issue. Tell me what you think. Drop it in the comments below. I also want to let you guys know there's a lot of good videos out there, both positive and negative when it comes to Harley Davidson and what's going on right now. Two of them that jumped out to me was I watched a video from Hegshot. I like Hegshot's channel. I thought he had a really good video. And also Old Not Dead. I thought he had a great video, great take on it. I think it's relatively close to my opinion on it. But by all means, I think you should get out there. If this is an important issue to you, if the rumors bother you, and they are rumors, at least they are rumors right now, get as educated as you possibly can. Read as many articles, watch as many YouTube channels, pay attention to where the information is coming from and who the information is being disseminated from. That's an important factor. Is the person that's disseminating the information, do they have an agenda? Is that agenda a pro Harley Davidson agenda, or is it against Harley Davidson? I have no affiliation with Harley Davidson at all, other than the fact that I'm a Harley Davidson customer. And I'm a relatively happy Harley Davidson customer. I own 2 Harley Davidsons, and I'm very happy with both of them. You can never over-educate yourself on any topic. Alright guys, so that's going to do it for me today. As always, stay safe, live the American dream.